So day 2, it's a Sunday, and I am so tired. So I'm just forcing myself to record this before I go to bed, because I do really want to do my reflections and record them on the same day, because it's so easy to forget the main points if I'm just going to do it tomorrow. So I'll try my best. And it is a Sunday, but I actually started my day quite early. I decided to do that yesterday before I went to bed, because I set my alarm and I had decided to go to the gym today. And I don't normally do that on Sundays. I go Monday to Thursday, but I haven't been going for a couple of weeks because of my cold, and then because of laziness and tiredness. Not laziness, because of the decisions I made and the things I focused on every morning when my alarm went off telling me to go to the gym, and I decided not to because it was more comfortable lying in bed. And that's a clue for this whole thing, because now, as I've started this experiment of mine, deciding to choose thoughts that feel good to me as often as I can during the day, this particular morning struggle that I've been having lately, leading me not getting up and going to the gym, was kind of fresh in mind, because it's so obvious to me why I haven't been able to go, even though I love it. So I just want to make that clear first and foremost. This is absolutely not an experiment of me going to the gym or eating properly or doing all of these physical things. That's not why I'm including it in my feel-good experiment, but I'm including it because I know for me going to the gym in the morning is one of the easiest and best, most effective ways to feel good and start my day off with loads of dopamine, because I'm having some struggles with dopamine. So that's why I wanted to do something about that, and because I also knew that the reason that I haven't been going lately is because of the thoughts I'm having when my alarm goes off in the morning, and I know that I have the power to choose to sleep for another hour before I go to work instead of going to the gym. So normally my thoughts when my alarm goes off around 5 are these: oh shoot, I'm so tired. I need more sleep. My body doesn't feel like waking up yet. It's raining outside. It's cold outside. My body kind of hurts. Oh darn, am I really not going to go to the gym today either? Wow, I suck. And then I just kind of spiral from there. And then I end up going back to sleep for maybe 15 minutes, waking up, going back to sleep, and I keep doing that. And then when I wake up the next time, because I have to go to work, I just don't feel good. So I wanted to do something about that and use this feel-good experiment of mine to try and change that. So I decided yesterday evening that I was going to go this morning, and I watched through one of my old videos where I'm talking about morning routine that only happens in my mind, to start my day off the best way possible just by choosing the thoughts and the feelings that I want to have, and then choosing the thoughts that are making me feel that way. That is the best thing I've ever done for myself, because when you start your mornings feeling good, it has this positive impact on your whole day. So I rewatched that video and I will link it here somewhere. No, actually I will link it in the end of the video so you can watch it after if you want to, because it is a really great way to start your day off right. So when my alarm went off this morning, my first thoughts were the same as they have been lately. Oh, I'm so tired, blah blah blah. But then I remembered. And I thought, how do I want to feel this morning? I want to feel good. How do I want to feel about going to the gym? Oh, I want that feeling when, when you're in the zone, when you've been doing something for a while and you've gotten the hang of it and you just love it and you want to continue doing that. I always get that feeling when I've been going to the gym consistently for a while. So I thought, I want that feeling back. And then I thought, how do I get that feeling right here and right now? What thoughts do I need to have in this moment to get that feeling? And then I thought, I can get that feeling by thinking about how it will feel like once I'm done, how it will feel like taking the walk to and from the gym, listening to the birds chirping, starting my day off right, how it will feel like when I come home to enjoy my breakfast and my morning coffee outside in the garden, how my energy levels will be way higher than they are right now, and how I will feel like when it's 10 o'clock and I've done all this stuff already, like the whole world or the whole day is at my feet and I can just feel good and go about it all. So I did that. And I went to the gym and I did the walk 10 minutes each way and I felt amazing. So thank you, thoughts, for supporting me to do something that I know really makes me feel good. And I also felt really good when I got back home and I enjoyed some breakfast and I sat outside with my coffee and I had a little chat with ChatGPT, which I often do when I have thoughts on my mind. He's a great coach. Yes, he's a he for me. And after a while, the chores that I couldn't be bothered to do yesterday were kind of calling my name again, because they are building up and tomorrow's a work day, so I need to start to get stuff done. And then my same energy as yesterday behind that started coming back, like, oh, I hate doing chores, it's so much, I don't know where to begin, why do I let this place get so messy, etc, etc. But then, again, I remembered my experiment. So this, holding myself accountable and posting it on here is actually great because it helps me remind myself what I'm doing. So when I remembered what I'm doing, I thought to myself, okay, which of these alternatives do I feel best about? Is it refusing to do all of the chores and all of the cleaning and then beating myself up about it and feeling lousy about it all day? Or is it to not spend so much energy thinking about it and then just do it and choose to feel good as I do it, and then it's out of the way? So that was actually as easy as that today, because obviously this was the best alternative. So I put on music loud and I just started doing the same thing as I did this morning while thinking about the gym, or getting the feeling that I wanted to make me go to the gym. So I thought, how nice will it feel once I'm done? And also, it's kind of nice standing there listening to music and doing the dishes, because it's almost like a little quiet meditation moment somehow. So I just started thinking about all of the good things, because this is an important reminder for me that I need to make a lot. And it's this: it's never the things we do or don't do that puts us in a bad mood, right? It's what we think about them. It's not doing the chores in themselves, because I have been doing that a lot of times while feeling great. So it has to be my thoughts about it that decides how it feels doing it. And once I remembered that, it was like, whoa, of course I can have a good time while doing these things. Of course I can feel good while doing these things. And I did. I felt great. So that's a very important reminder for today. I can choose to feel good about anything. Once I remember it's not about the thing or action itself, it's about my thoughts about it. And I can always choose my thoughts about it, because there's always a trillion different thoughts to be think. So that's actually the most important lesson for me today, is to remember that, because it's very easy to forget that. And I also have found that I'm pretty good at finding internal reasons to feel good, but I'm also pretty good at finding external reasons to feel bad. So it's like I've nailed 50% of it, right? Because it's very important to find reasons to feel good from within. As I talked about yesterday, it's not about attaching it to these different outcomes or situations, because we can't always control that. So why would we leave our happiness up to chance, right? But when it comes to me getting in a bad mood, then I let external circumstances affect my mood in a bad way, obviously, because just knowing that I have stuff to be done that I'm not doing, that is really affecting me and effing with my mind, and just constantly giving myself shit about whatever other thing I might be doing than that exact thing that needs to be done. And does it really need to be done? I didn't do it yesterday. It was fine to wait until today, but I just blow these things off in my mind. So I'm taking that with me from this day as well. Yes, I'm pretty good at finding reasons to feel good from within by using my thoughts, by flipping around my thoughts of a subject. But I need to work more on not letting external circumstances affect me in a bad way. So to just find a way to notice how quickly and easily I get annoyed or in a lousy mood from these things around me. Because the key to this whole thing is to notice whenever I'm not in a good mood, so that I can do something about it and then use my thoughts on purpose. Because when I feel bad about these things, I'm not thinking on purpose, I'm thinking on autopilot. When I wake up in the morning and decide to think about how tired I am and how much I'd rather stay in bed instead of going out from it, that's autopilot thoughts. That's not thinking on purpose. So the whole clue is to think on purpose. And the whole lesson is to notice when I feel lousy quickly enough to turn it around by thinking on purpose instead of autopilot. So yeah, I actually felt quite low, and I didn't want to record a video just 10 minutes ago because I was tired and I was thinking about that I needed to record this video. So I did that. That was an external thing that affected my mood again. But then I just flipped it around and said, why are you making this such a big deal? You can just sit your ass down and talk to yourself on camera, and if it doesn't make any sense, don't use it. And now that I did and reflected on these things yet again, I feel so much better, because I love to remind myself of these things, and I'm quite fascinated by seeing how easy it is to forget them. So honestly, it's day 2 and I can already say this experiment or challenge is of great value to me. I am liking this. And now I'm going to bed feeling good. See you tomorrow.